Hello, and today I just want to say a little bit about overthinking and dealing with negative thoughts, and just give you a quick technique that you can start to put in place from today that I use with a lot of my clients that starts to move things in the right direction. Because what can happen with overthinking and negative thoughts, it's something I talk to a lot of my clients about. It's very common when people feel anxious, stressed, dread, worry, when they're going over things that have happened in the past or imagining things that might happen in the future. It can create its own kind of cycle in that the more we overthink and think negative thoughts, the worse we feel, whether that's anxiety, worry, stress, dread, leading to thinking more of those thoughts, leading to feeling worse, and all those kind of ripple symptoms that can flow from that impact on us, feeling happier and doing the things that we want to do in our life. And what can happen is, like I say, you think those thoughts, which creates that kind of ongoing spiral that can leave you feeling essentially stuck in thinking those thoughts. Whether that's at certain times of day, whether it seems to be constant, whether it's lasting at night in those quieter moments, that ongoing cycle just keeps rolling and rolling, leading to you thinking more and more of those kind of negative things. And it can become more habitual, and it can be very draining. So one thing that I often suggest my clients start to do is to use this little technique to start moving those thoughts on. So rather than them just looping at that negative end, and like I say, they just feed into more and more of thinking those things. The worse you feel, the more you think those thoughts. We want to move it along to something that's either here and now, like very mindfulness based, or something that makes you feel more positive, more resilient, or makes you just feel better at that time. So the way to do that is when you find yourself thinking those negative thoughts, you want to interrupt them, add the words "and now" or "but now" in your mind, and then add something more positive. So in doing this, we're creating a circuit in our mind, if you like. So rather than it just looping negative, 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 that "and now," which we've learned through all the times we've used those kind of phrases in our life, means we move it on to something else, and that's where you want to be adding something more positive. Now, some people like to decide what those things might be in advance. It could be a good time you remember, it could be something you're looking forward to, it could be something that just makes you feel better, someone you love, someone you care about, someone who makes you feel safe, secure, or you can just move it on to anything else, like I say, like right here, right now, mindfulness based. So I'm thinking this negative thought, and now I hear 5 sounds in my environment, and now I pay attention to 5 things I can see. So you can move it very much here and now rather than that loop, and shifting that focus onto something more helpful. Now, I just want to be clear, I'm not suggesting that this is going to sort anxiety, dread, stress, worry all by itself, yet what we want to do is start adding tools, techniques that start to break up that pattern, start to interrupt those habitual ways of thinking, and start to put you more and more in control of what's going on in your head, so that you can take control, you can clear your mind and move it on a bit. So that's the one I suggest starting to put in place today. I've been talking to some of my clients who get excellent results from doing this. Negative thought, "and now" or "but now," to something that makes you feel better, something more positive, or something that's going right here, right now, where things from the past, things from the future don't exist, and you can just in this moment start to feel a bit better. So I hope you get on well with that one. I'd love to know how you get on with it. Please do send me an email, comment below. If you like this, then I want to do more of them. So please do press like, and I will speak to you very soon. You take care now.